So, here we are. Another video on the Palace of Versailles, which honestly I wish I had unlimited battery because I feel that everyone deserves to see this at least once in their lifetime. So I just did a little rendezvous around the gardens, and I've ended up at this spot, which leads me in plain view. If you see back there, can you see it? No, it's too sunny. Well, down there, if I take that path, I'll be heading back towards the palace, and it looks like the outside entrance to the same portion of the building that has the room of mirrors. Anywho, is it odd that I want to quote Rick Ross right now? Because I was literally just walking in this garden and I started crying. And all I could think about was his line where he's like, "Last night I cried a tear of joy. What did I do to deserve this? Or something like that. I don't know, that was probably really bad. Sorry, hip-hop heads. Anyways, I feel like Rick Ross right now, nonetheless, wondering, like, what did I possibly, me, a little girl who was brought up in, man, where was I brought up? I can't even tell you because I could really say so many places, but I associate myself the most with Winthrop because that's where I first knew any semblance of a family. And so I'll say Winthrop. Small little town, one entrance, one exit. Everyone there was kind of well off. My friends all went on camping trips and vacations to Myrtle Beach, and we stayed home every summer. Well, we did go camping a couple of times. I'll definitely say that. We had fun. My parents did the best that they could, but I definitely didn't feel as though I got to do as much as the other kids. I got left out a lot, and now I'm here, and it's so beautiful. And I wish that my parents could be with me, but next time. I'm such a Pisces. I get so emotional. I'm not sad, I'm happy. It's really overwhelming being here. Like, wait until I turn around, you'll understand why. It's really sunny, and this is an iPhone, so I can't really show you that well, but look, that's a lake, and I just came out of the garden, and the palace is back that way. There's more that way. I'll walk over to the lake. I guess if I were you, I'd want to see that. There's statues with leaves covering penises. This is beautiful. Like, before I came here, I had just settled in Miami, and it was probably the first time in my life where I felt like I was somewhere I belonged. And Tampa was great. I had fun there, but I was young, you know. This was my first time being on my own, establishing myself, making good money, doing something that was fun. I had a blast working with everyone that I worked with in Miami, and something just told me to go. It was my first time getting my passport, and I went to Dominican Republic on a whim for a wedding that I didn't even know the bride and groom of, but now they're great friends and I love them. Hello, Melissa. Shout out to you guys. But that just sparked this flame in me, and I was like, I have to see other places. I can't just stay here, because if I go back to Miami and work and continue to live this life and continue on my conquering of the city, which I was doing a pretty good job if I do say so myself, at least as far as my goals are concerned, I was doing pretty well. I would have stayed there, and I would have got used to that life and the money and everything, and I probably wouldn't have come. So I think I got scared because I didn't want to get stuck in one place. Go figure, me getting scared of being in one place. So I knew I had to leave, and I had to leave soon, and I told my friends, look, I'm leaving. And they're like, what? You just got a promotion? And I'm like, yeah, this isn't what I want. It's not what I want. I don't want this life. I'm sorry, I stumbled upon a cafe. There's like a little cafe here. I didn't even know that they had a cafe here. It's pretty cool. If I had someone with me, I would eat. But I'll continue to have you guys as my guest of La Jardins de Versailles. I think that's how you say it. I really need to work on my French. Please excuse my French. But anywho, so I took a leap of faith and took the small portion of money that I had saved up. And I came here. And it was the best decision I've ever made. Even if I get robbed of all my money tomorrow, I will have seen this. Even if this was my only sight, it would be well worth it. But it's not. I've seen the Louvre and the Notre Dame and so many other places. And this is just Paris. This is just my first stop in Europe. Can you imagine? You know how many places I'm going to go to? You know how many things I'm going to do? Like, and I would have been in Miami working right now. Buying clothes and partying and buying things that require more bills and working even more to pay for those things. Thank you, God, for giving me the opportunity and the confidence in myself. Most importantly, that's the number one thing, is the confidence in myself. Because that's what's taken me nearly everywhere I've been. Thank you so much for that. And for anyone who's watching, who wants to travel and wants to do things, everyone said, oh, and I even said, I told myself this, just work, just get there, just save up, and one day you'll be so rich you can really enjoy everything and really go to Paris and shop and do all the things that you want to do. But what if you work and you save up all that money and then you get hit by a car? You'll have worked your whole life and you won't see anything. Don't wait. Don't wait. Go now. Go now, so that while you're working and while you're doing these things and establishing a life for yourself, you'll be cultured and knowledgeable, and you'll appreciate everything that you see and do and the money that you make even that much more, because you will have seen the world. Within reason, of course. I mean, you need money to do these things, I know, but I don't know. I guess everyone has their own path, and I'm kind of rambling right now, but just my number one piece of advice to anyone that I care about would be, go and see as much as you can and do as much as you can. Look at these boats. Paris is for lovers. Technically, this isn't even Paris, though. It's Versailles, which is such a lovely town. So anyways, look at this. You can see. Let me do a circle. It's a pretty smooth circle. I definitely tried really hard to make that nice and pretty for you guys. So, oh, there's ice cream over there. All right, I don't need a partner to eat ice cream. I think that's what I'm going to go do. Maybe write a poem or something and then post this online so you guys can see it. Look, there's people running. I am the worst. I'm sorry. I can't stick to one thing or thought. But there's people running, bicycling. Like, could you imagine just living here and like, oh yeah, what am I going to do today? Oh, it's a lovely Friday. I think I'm just going to go to the Palace of Versailles and purchase a ticket for entry and just hang out there for the day. I hope to be saying something like that soon, once I get myself rooted here. Or maybe I won't. Maybe I'll go to Spain next and I'll fall in love with that place. It seems that I fall in love with everywhere that I go. Weird. But I really don't know where this journey is taking me. But I know that I'm enjoying myself along the way. And like I've said before, that's really all that matters. So, au revoir. Hope you enjoy yourself, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you ever have the opportunity to come to anywhere in the world, come to Versailles.